Trying for the tight end, arcs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Looking to throw, Dart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Dart. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 13 yards on the play. And the Commanders first down.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion, but that's a big risk to run there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. 2. 60 Eagles. 60.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatterboo to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Go 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here we go. This is 4th down. Back to throw. Daniels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Give to Krosky Merritt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st and goal.
70 Lions.
Krosky Merritt looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. connects with Slayton. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll come up first and 10 here.
A gain of 7. First down, Giants.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in for 2 points. And barring some hijinks on the kickoff, we're going to be headed to overtime.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings on 3rd. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try to get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
2nd and 2.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air goes Daniels. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
Commanders 30, Giants 22.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Scatterman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Giants, first down.
To the air, Dart. He gets this one to Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Commanders' 45.
Throwing, Dart. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
To the air once more is Dart. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the gun, Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 18-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down.
Dart going to look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Scatterbury. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatterbury. Touchdown, Giants!
Touchdown, New York.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready,
They head to the
break.
line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lightning, Coogan.
Now Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. He's got Eckler. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hook 19.
That's good for a Washington first down.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a home here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the Giants' 44-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Commander.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Now 2nd and 3. They'll run from the gun with Scatterbury. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now an audible here into something else.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Give up the middle, Scatterbury. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
A gain of 13 yards.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterbury. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Scatterbury going to run it out of the gun. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves,